I grew up in a home of Jewish scholars. I'm 63 years old. I was exposed to Holocaust kind of fears, and I was exposed to Holocaust literature when I was very young. It's in my DNA. I read Elie Wiesel's books before I was 12 years old, Night and Dawn. I read a book called Treblinka when I was probably in the same age, 13, 14, about the death camp called Treblinka. I'm very sensitive, like many people to in my age, to kind of the horrors that befell my ancestors in Europe at the hands of the Nazis. It is abominable to use the word Nazi cavalierly, as has happened in the last year or two when people referenced Trump or his followers. I am a conservative person. I tend to lean that way, and I tend to feel good about a lot of what Trump has to say. And my friends understand that. I'm not a Nazi. And yet, and by the way, I went with my Latina wife and my African-born son to the so-called Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden about a week before the election. It wasn't a Nazi rally. There were maybe 20 speakers there. One of them, unfortunately, was a comedian who was not the right guy for the job, and he succeeded in offending everyone. But the next 19 or so speakers spoke beautifully about a harmonious world, a together America. I think I counted 5 of those 19 were Jewish. A few of them were Black, a few of them were Latinos or Latinas, women, men, and they all spoke about a beautiful vision for America. So to then see the mischaracterization that followed on the news media of that event was painful for me. And to hear the kind of Nazi accusation is beyond the pale. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this is why the Democrats lost the election. And hopefully the lesson was learned and we won't have to put up with that anymore.